Hey, everybody, it's time to swing with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G up. Look, family, y'all know how this go. I ain't seen much of this. 15, 30 seconds. Nice lady. She on the same planet with us, fellas. She looking for a man. Let's see if we can help her out.
Facebook, but now it's on broadcast on Instagram too. Hello, turn your camera the other way, baby.
Okay, sorry, I have it on the tripod.
There we go. Aren't you pretty? What's your name?
Thank you, Latanya.
Latanya. Where you calling us from?
I am actually calling from Jamaica, but I live in Georgia.
Okay, what part of Georgia?
I live in Mableton, which is right outside of Atlanta.
Okay. Are you on vacation?
I am.
Your birthday?
No, just celebrating life. I love to travel.
Life.
Yeah, I love to travel.
You love that.
Yeah.
You love to travel. Okay. Let's get to know you more. How old are you, Latanya?
I am 41.
Oh, you look good.
Thank you.
41. What you do for a living?
I'm a behavior analyst, so I work with children who have autism.
Okay, behavior analyst. What's your zodiac sign?
I am an Aquarius.
Aquarius. Do you have any children?
No, no children.
No kids. And let's do it. Latanya, 41, Aquarius, behavior analyst. No kids, lives in Georgia, currently on vacation in Jamaica. Are you by yourself?
I am by myself. I travel a lot.
Wow, so you take vacations by yourself?
All the time. I love to travel. So I never miss a moment or an opportunity to travel, even if it means that I have to do it by myself.
You know,
Fair use, family. Fair use. First thoughts. Nice looking lady. Real nice looking lady. 41 years old. You know that I'm out. But she traveling alone, and I don't know, the red flags going off for me. I don't know about you, and I know I don't speak for all the brothers. So let's keep listening, fellas.
years ago I did it. But I ended up meeting people on the way. I did my birthday. No one could afford it. And so I went to Dubai, and I went to Greece. I ended up meeting people in Dubai. Yeah. But I actually didn't like it. When I went to Greece, I was like, I'll never do this a solo trip again.
Okay. Well, Jamaica.
You love it?
Jamaica is the perfect place to do solo trips. You always meet friendly people. Like the vibe, the energy is amazing. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. You got to go to a place where you know you're going to run into people and be happy. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see this fellas, real quick. Men can't have these conversations. That's why trips don't mean nothing to men. A man would never listen to this from a man. All right, that trip got to be attached with a bunch of women. Men wouldn't just listen to a conversation that you've been on a trip and seen some sights. That ain't no stunt to a man. He can't brag about that.
Ryan says she catching flights with or without you. Yeah. Now they be having them girls trips. Everybody put your money in. We need a $200 this week. We need the rest of the back. We don't got time for that.
It's too much.
We don't got time for that now. If you ain't got your $200, you gonna get left.
Right.
Because Tanya going on a trip with or without your ass. She ain't waiting for that girls trip collection. The first one, it started off 12 people be down. Exactly. Then 2 weeks in, my baby got a recital. My mama coming to visit. I got light bill. You don't got time for all that.
All the excuses. No, I don't have time for that. No.
I love it. All right, let's keep going. So Latanya, Georgia, 41 Aquarius, behavior analyst, no kids. Okay. Currently in Jamaica, but lives in Georgia. So what kind of man are you looking for, girl?
Well, I'm looking for a man who's emotionally available. That's critical to me. You have to be emotionally available. Know what you want, From a personality perspective, open, bubbly, extroverted would be nice because that's how I am. But from a physical perspective, just take good care of himself and good physical shape, fit. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
What are your deal breakers?
So my deal breakers are any form of abuse, emotional, physical abuse, period. I'm not putting up with that.
Let me tell you right now, fellas, emotional abuse means don't hold her accountable. You can't hold her accountable. I'm telling you right now, you ain't about to tell her nothing. All right, emotional abuse mean you can't try to hold her accountable.
Liars, of course, cheaters. Um, those are the main things. You know, I appreciate someone who can be transparent because I'm open and I'm honest. So I would like the same from my man.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
Not particularly clean cut. You know, it's what I tend to gravitate towards, but I'm not picky in that way. I do prefer someone who takes care of themselves physically, you know, works out, athletic, but that's not a deal breaker per se. It's something that I like.
Okay. What about money? He gotta have a certain amount of money to date you, Latanya?
Um, Not really. I mean, preferably, 100K and more would be nice, but if that's not, again, that's not a deal breaker. If he is working hard, you know, he's good with his money, then that's what I really look at. I don't really watch other people's money like that, you know.
Okay. Now, can he have kids?
I mean, she seemed cool, right? But bro, there's a reason she looked like that. She 41 and she on the Kendra G show. And yo, the red flags, they just screaming to me personally. You know what I mean? Because listen, bro, 41 years old, you on a trip in Jamaica by yourself. I know what she doing. I know what she doing. All right. And cutie on duty. Cutie on duty. It's getting harder to sell this. Family, men ain't buying it. All right. She got to do a whole lot more. She getting way less. She on the Kendra G show.
Already?
He can, but preferably older, 18 and older would be nice.
18 and older.
Yeah,
Okay. What is the age range you want to date? You're 41.
I'm 41. Preferably 40 to 55. I might even
Okay.
push it to 60 if I'm feeling frisky. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, older men usually like younger ladies. That's what
Yeah.
they tell me
That,
all day.
wow, that's
She already know that. That's why she on the Kendra G show. See, 40 to 60, they got the money. She already know that. She been out here. She's still out here. She missed the opportunity, family. You can't invest nothing in this, family. You can't invest nothing in this. You're going to lose. Plenty of men done tried. They all failed. You ain't going to be able to be the one to get it done.
Do
true.
you want kids one day?
I would actually like kids one day. It's not a deal breaker for me. So if the man that I'm with decides that that's not something he wants, I'm okay with that. But I would like kids. I love children. I just don't have any, you know.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Camp, child. They've been ready.
Family, she 41. She ain't getting no damn kids. All right? Ain't no man looking for a woman in her 40s for a job like that. She know this.
For this.
Oh my goodness. And I'm actually dressed for a party that's happening. So please don't think that this is how I usually dress because it's not. But
Child. We see them breasts. Okay, you look cute.
thank you.
Oh, that's not how you normally dress, but that's a day. That's how you dress to call us up, girl.
The timing was it was just the way that it worked out. I promise.
She look nice. Family, listen, this a bunch of talk. That's how she dressed. That's what she mean when she say emotional abuse. You can't say nothing about that. She look nice as long as she's somebody else woman. She could never represent me like that. And you can't tell her that. That's controlling. If you don't want your woman to represent you like that, you know what that's called to her? You know what she'll call that? You insecure. Not that she looked like she on a stroll, but that you insecure. You shouldn't have no problem with that if you secure. No, send her to do that with somebody else.
Okay.
Yes.
So, when was
Everybody sent her to do that with somebody else. You're not going to be able to deal with her long.
What was your last relationship, Latanya?
So my last relationship was actually my marriage. I was married.
How did I miss that? You were married?
Yeah, but I'm divorced. So that was
When did you get divorced?
2019.
How many years was you married for?
For a total of about 3.5 years, but we were together for about 7 years before.
Okay, why did y'all get divorced?
I already knew it was going to be a quick marriage. You married her, that marriage going to be quick.
I'm sad now.
Yeah, well, it's kind of complex, but for the most part, we just weren't on the same page anymore. What I wanted and what he wanted just really didn't align. And so we just agreed to part ways.
You agreed to part ways. Okay, okay. So that was 2019.
Notice how she can't tell you much about it? Yeah. Just agreed to part ways.
Correct? When you got divorced?
Yes.
All right. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Okay, so I respectfully decline to answer.
That is fine. Let me ask you this, though. Have you been traveling solo since your divorce? Or
Yeah.
even in your marriage, you were driving solo?
Yeah, I've pretty much been traveling solo since my divorce. While I was with my ex, we would travel a lot together. But yeah, since my divorce, I've just been traveling solo.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
What are 3 flaws you have to work on, Latanya?
Okay, so I do realize that when it comes to protecting other people's feelings, I tend to do that, unfortunately, to the detriment of my own feelings. So I tend to put other people's feelings first just to protect them. But that is something that I'm working on. I'm very self-aware. I also, I sometimes I tend to care too much about what other people think, and I'm working on that. I really am. And lastly, sometimes it's hard for me to ask for help. Yeah.
Okay. It's hard for you to ask for help. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, I'm adventurous. I consider myself to be a smart woman. I have a lot of substance. There's a lot more to me than meets the eye. I can have conversations about anything, anything and everything. But I'm a very loving woman. I'm very I'm very nurturing. I'm very gentle. I'm loving. So yeah, I think any man would be lucky.
Bro, you ain't going to get nothing. I mean, she got some good game. But I'm telling you, family, she ain't get the 41 and that fine and completely single because she a good hell of a woman. You ain't gonna be able to put up with her. I'm telling you. Listen, she's screaming.
Any man would be lucky, child, she said. Well, you're definitely beautiful, so let's do it. How can the guy reach out to you?
So Facebook would be preferable, and it's basically my first name, Latanya, and then Shamaine, Chamaine.
I mean, nice looking lady, really nice looking lady, fellas. And look, if you just looking to have yourself a good time, you know what I'm saying? Listen, hit her up. But if you looking for something, that's a bad investment. That's an investment I would not recommend you make. You feel what I'm saying, family? But nice looking lady overall. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but I'm telling you, she a no for me. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging, and I'm your host Thomas. We got Kendra G back up. Okay, look, you know how this go, family. I ain't seen much of this. Maybe 10, 15 seconds of it. She on the same planet with us. This lady looking for love. Let's see if we can help her out, fellas.
Wipe your screen.
Oh, it's dirty. Let's go outside. Can you see me now?
We need light. Have the light in your face. Okay, that's
Can you see
better.
me now?
Yes.
I don't have no makeup on.
That's okay. What's your name, baby?
My name is Cassandra.
Cassandra. How old are you?
I am 42 years old, and I'm from Baltimore.
In Baltimore. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Okay. So we got Cassandra, 42, Taurus, Baltimore. What you do for a living?
I'm a
A nurse.
nurse.
When's your birthday?
Um, my
Cassandra, why
birthday
you keep moving, honey? What's going on,
because
baby?
so I have a 4-year-old. I'm trying to give her gummies so she leave me alone while I'm on this little call. Okay,
Why you not with
that's why.
her daddy?
Child, because he is a army man and he ain't want no more kids, so he is moved back to Georgia. That's what that is.
Oh,
But it's okay.
he didn't want to raise her?
Nah. Here, take these. All right. Because you embarrassing mommy. Mommy been waiting for you.
Uh, First thoughts, family. Not a bad looking lady. You know what I mean? She from Baltimore, so she from the town. You know what I mean? And 42, single mom. She got a 4-year old. Some dude that had a baby that went back to Georgia. So you got a oops baby had a oops baby at 38 years old. You would expect her to know better. I mean, I ain't holding it. I mean, she a no for me. Just that the 42 and the kids. But look, I know I don't speak for all the brothers, so let's keep listening.
Years to get on this show. Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so
I'll ask you some more. Go ahead.
is that your only child?
I have a 13-year-old as well.
Okay, so Cassandra, you got to stay in the light, baby,
Okay,
okay?
here I am.
All
Do you
right, so
see
you
me?
have 2 kids
Uh-huh.
and 13 and 4,
Yes.
both by 2 different men?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
Nope.
Never married. You're calling me from Baltimore. All right. So
Yes,
we
I
got
am.
Cassandra, 42, Taurus, Baltimore nurse, mom of 2 kids by 2 men, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking for somebody who
Fair use, family. Fair use.
has their stuff together financially as far as a career goes. And honestly, somebody that does not mind me having 2 kids. I have a career. I've been a nurse for 18 years, so I definitely make enough money to take care of my kids. I live in the city. I own my own home. I've owned it for 15 years. Um, been through a lot, but things a little bit different. So I do want a God-fearing man, somebody that believes in God and pretty much good for the kids, honestly. Like me and the kids, because it's too many bad people out there when you have step kids. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers is too many baby moms, not financially stable, not really having like a career of such. Like you have to be able to hold your own. Like you don't have to have a degree, but you have to have something where you're bringing in some money. You have a 401k, a full 3B. If you own your own business, because what guys do around here is they like to own their own business, but they don't like to claim anything, so they still got medical assistance. I don't want that type of guy.
Wait,
I don't want the type of guy that
what
he
does he
is.
do?
So you got guys that like have the business and they make money and they still decide to not claim all of their income so they can still qualify for low income this, low income that. I'm from Baltimore. It's a lot of bums around here, respectfully.
So do you want a man in Baltimore?
She was all right till she started that. It's a lot of bums around there. You live around there. That's where your house at. And clearly, you can't even get one of the bums. She get ready to start stunting. I bet you. I bet you when we know that ain't our life. Because I'm looking at her, fellas. She can't even get a date. Watch, watch. It's a lot of bums around. Bro, she would come on and call some men some bums. Let's keep listening, though. She was all right till she did that.
I would like somebody in Maryland. It doesn't have to be Baltimore.
Okay.
I'm Southern Maryland, not Western Maryland, because that's like Cumberland and that type. But like DC area, um, the county. That's about it.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Um, I'm 5'8". I would like somebody that's at least 5'8" or more. You know what I mean? Like I don't wear heels that much anymore, but you know, when I do, I'm a little bit tall. So, and I don't want no really, really big boys. You know what I mean? Like I want real, real big.
Don't have your head cut off. All right.
I got a big head, and this is a small. There we go. I'm like literally on my porch, so my daughter does not interrupt me.
Okay. Okay. All right. Should he make a certain amount of money?
So I feel like I want somebody that really does make six figures. But if you make high five figures, as long as you're good with your finances, you're good. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you make 60, 70, 80, and you are not like spending crazy, then that's good for me too.
Okay.
Little mama, either you came up here to stunt for women or try to get yourself a man. Because you can't do both. Baby girl, you can't even get a date talking about how much money a man need to make. So you're going to put even more restrictions on your already hard time you having getting a man. Baby girl, you on the Kendra G show. Men not just falling all over you. You say ain't nothing but bums around there. You can't even get one of them. It ain't that you don't want them. They don't pay you no mind. That's the problem. That's the whole thing. So you gotta come up here and play it like you don't want them. No, they don't pay you no mind. And I get it. I get it. But you jumping up here and listen, it's some men that will watch this program and see you and think you a catch. But you're telling him he need to make all this money. Now you trying to tell him you think you too good for him. Understand this why these guys send me these videos. Because they saying her, even her, she trying to tell me I ain't enough. Bro, what you think about this? What I think about this is this ridiculous. You come on here with this cap and then you can't even get a man. You're supposed to be trying to get a man, but you're trying to stunt for women. And you start stunting for women, men not gonna like you. So now the men that would normally like you, not gonna wanna deal with you. And the men you think you talking to gonna continue to pay you no mind. You think if you come on here and talk big, that guy that never talked to you gonna start talking to you? He not. But you're gonna get the best of the kind of, you're gonna get a bigger pool of the kind of guys that you get so you can pick the best from them. Baby girl, you can't even get a date. A man to pick you up, take you to the movies, take you to dinner, stop at the local bar, have a drink, listen to some music so y'all can talk. And you can't even get that. You can't even get a man to call you and say, baby girl, you all right? You need anything? I'm on my way and I gotta run by over there where you at. Do you need anything? You can't even get that. You don't even have that. Start there. Start there. You all the way to you need $100,000. You ain't never had a man like that. Maybe you think men get better as you get older. They don't.
So you prefer six figures, but you could work with 60, 70, or 80.
Okay, so 60, I guess after you say it sounds okay. So maybe
men get better as they get older, not as you get older. All right? The older you get, the less men gonna believe in you.
like 80 or 90. That's what I can work with.
So 80 is the minimum.
Yes.
Okay. 80 is the minimum. So if a guy made 60, he shouldn't reach out to you.
I I mean, maybe he makes 60 and he got a retirement as a as a army person. That's different, he can reach out, I'll
Okay,
bet him.
you're better. All right, let's do the Kendra.
Lord, mama, you come on here and you clearly shooting at a man pockets. I'm telling you, y'all can't get out your own way. Too old to grow up, just still childish. All right, still dreaming. All right, they 42 years old. I expected more of you. All right, I would have expected you to come on here and really try to get a man. You ain't trying to get a man with this.
Kendra Cam.
What I gotta do? Take some clothes or because I got a big old sweater on. Wait a minute,
I
wait a
mean,
minute.
you
Don't fuss
keep all
at
your
me.
clothes on, but the light is not good, honey. So
I
you
know.
got the backlight. You need to turn
Come on, you an avid watcher of this show. You just said you've been trying to get on for years. You know it's a Kendrick can.
the the light has to be. There we go. How old are you again? 42. Okay.
42.
We have to see your legs,
My
Cassandra.
legs. Oh, God. How do people do this? How do people get their whole body on this little itty bitty
Okay.
screen?
All right. Okay, we see you, girl.
I don't have no booty, but I do have big boobs, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you
She don't
see?
have no booty, but she got big boobs.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Okay. We got it. We got you. We got you, girl.
Yeah, baby girl, look, it's okay, but look, you gonna just get what you get. You ain't gonna start getting nothing new with it. It's gonna get you the same thing it been getting you. You just came on the show. It would have got you more of it if you act like you had some sense.
All right. So Cassandra, 42 Taurus. What's the age range you would date?
36 to 55. Oh, another deal breaker. I'm not having any more kids. So, because I also find that at my age, I find a lot of like 37, 38-year-old people, men, and
You tripping? Ain't no listen. The only kind of men who asking you for something is a man who out of his mind. Men not looking for 40-some-year-old women to have babies with. You capping.
they don't have kids. I'm fixed. Neutered, not doing it again.
Okay, you're not doing it again. Okay, got you. So we got Cassandra, 42 Taurus, Baltimore nurse. Oh, when was your last relationship?
Um, a long time ago. Long time ago. Don't let the 4-year-old fool you. I was single when I had her. I had like a situation right before her for like 2 years, but we weren't like really, really together.
Let me tell you what you just said. You just said at 38 years old you had a oops baby. All right, at 38 years old, you just told us you still a child. And you don't know better than to be having a oops baby with some man who gonna leave you to have to take care of it on your own. All right. It told me it was more to it than that. All right. You know it was more to it than that. All right. You thought that baby would keep him close to you. All right. He talked and he explained the situation to you. Uh, I don't know if that's true. That's just my opinion, thing.
Okay.
So you was in a situationship with her dad.
No, 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 no. I was in a situation with another guy that I dealt with for a while. Me and her father, he lived out of state. I've known him since high school. And he was in the army, and we always like deal with each other since like maybe 2016, like that. And you know how sometimes guys, after you get pregnant, you can buy me a first class ticket, but when I ask for a Kiko set, you act like you don't have no money. So it's okay. That's why.
Baby girl, you ain't never been in first class in your life. All right. Look, you don't even get those kind of men. All right. Listen, you on here capping. You stunting for women, and you supposed to be trying to get you a man. Listen, you need to go back, watch this, and come on here looking like you trying to get a man, acting like you trying to get a man, and not acting like you trying to play up and boss up for women. All right, because men don't respect this.
Well, let me
Have
ask
my own money.
you a question. Was you ever in a relationship with your child's father?
My son, yeah.
Okay,
My daughter's
with
father,
your
I
four,
consider him friends. Like I consider him a friend. I've known him all my life. I never thought that, once I got pregnant, had a baby, he would act like this. But that's what guys do.
well, you guys weren't in a relationship, you said though.
No, and
You know something, baby girl? You got a bunch of bad explanations and no accountability. That's what I hear. You screaming like the red flags just jumping out the bowl. I mean, I don't know what you expecting to catch with this, but you could have just left a lot of this out. It would have done you better. It would have done you better. Baby girl, listen, ain't no man gonna look at you and think he struck the lotto. All right? So you can't be jumping on here like you men's first choice. You gotta jump on here like you trying to get you a man you can do something with. All right? Not like you looking for a man who ain't gonna pay you no mind.
it was okay. It was okay. I was never upset about it. I was very blessed to be 37 with a good pregnancy.
Okay. So when was your last relationship?
My last relationship was probably with my son's father when my son was 6. Like a real boyfriend, girlfriend, going to everybody's, holiday type of things. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Do you know what year that was?
But let me see. So probably like 2013.
Bro, that's sad. And she from Baltimore. Listen, baby girl, I think you need to watch this and come back and try it again. All right? Because if you came here to try to get a man, I don't know what you think you just presented to us. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with still swinging. And I'm your host once again, Thomas. And the Day family, you know what it is what it is. Kendra G up. Look, you know I ain't been through much of this family, maybe 15, 20 seconds. She on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, fellas.
Hi, Kendra.
Hi,
Yeah, I'm
baby. Are
ready.
you ready? Okay. Get somewhere where it's quiet. I can't
Okay,
hear no
sure.
music or the TV.
All right. Maya.
What's your name, baby?
I'm
Maya, where
from Newark, New
you
Jersey.
calling me from?
Newark, New Jersey.
From where? Newark, New Jersey.
31.
How old are you? 31. Your hair looks pretty. Your light is not bad. Maybe it's my light, because sometimes my light is so bright it makes everybody look dark. Okay, I'll work with it. So Newark, New Jersey,
I'm a
31. What you do
substitute
for a living,
teacher.
Maya?
A substitute teacher.
A what, honey? A substitute teacher.
Yes.
You
I
have
have
any
3
kids?
children from a previous marriage.
Okay, so we have a lag. So just wait 8 seconds to answer my questions after I ask. I'm gonna do a package. This is Maya, Newark, New Jersey, 31, substitute teacher, 3 kids from a previous marriage. How old are your kids? Wait 8 seconds.
Okay, they're 8, 7, and 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they're all by your ex-husband, correct? Don't forget, wait 8 seconds.
I'm a Cancer.
What's your zodiac sign? Wait 8 seconds, Maya. Cancer. So this is Maya, Newark, New Jersey, 31, is a Cancer. Substitute teacher, was once married, has 3 children, is a Cancer. What kind of man are you looking for? Wait 8 seconds.
Okay. I'm just looking for a man who knows what he wants out of life, has his stuff together, maybe graduated from college, that sort of thing.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Not being on, not being honest is really a deal breaker. Maybe like anything dealing with like domestic violence. I'm just not into that type of thing. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way, and does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Fair use, family. Fair use. First thoughts. Nice looking lady. Nice looking lady. 31. Divorced. 3 kids. You know I'm out. But I know I don't speak for all the brothers. You know what I mean? She might got some sense. Let's listen to her.
I would like for him to be tall because I'm kind of a tall girl. So I would like for him to be at least like 6'3", 6'4". Yes, I like tall men. Preferably dark skin if possible. Um, and as far as the money is concerned, I mean, I live in Jersey. It's pretty expensive. So yeah, he has to make a decent amount of money.
What is
Uh,
the amount?
I want to say at least 80,000 a year, only because I'm currently in school and I'm trying to better myself. So I know I'm going to make that, amount of money.
Bro, she a substitute teacher living in New Jersey with 3 kids. She's struggling. Basically, she's saying she needs you to come and save her. All right? You need to come and save her. You need to be able to save her. All right? Listen, she had a husband. You got his 3 kids. Women told you you could just come out here and take this to a man. That's what women told you. You're going to see how much truth it is to what they told you.
Someday. So I would just like for him to make the same amount.
So you don't make 80,000 yet, but he has to already make 80,000. Wait 8 seconds.
Yes. Yes. I'm near graduation. So I know. But
No, you need to be able to take care of them 3 kids. You need to be able to quit to take care of them 3 kids. She needs you to come in hot. She needs you to come in now.
yeah.
Oh, child. So did your ex-husband have these attributes? Was he tall, dark skinned, and did he make that amount of money? Wait 8 seconds.
Yes, he did.
She telling the damn lie. She telling the damn lie.
Why y'all not
It
together?
gets really, really personal, but we're just better off as friends. No.
Okay. Was there infidelity?
I told you, just dreaming. You think you can walk away with some man, 3 kids, and then start talking about we just better off as friends? Huh? You really? He can walk away and say that. You can't.
No. Okay. Um, okay, I'll leave it alone because you want to keep it personal. Um, so a 6'4". How tall are you? Wait 8 seconds.
I'm 5'7".
I mean, so you didn't even say 6 feet. 6'3", 6'4". Are you meeting the men that meet this requirement that make at least 80K, dark skin, and at least 6.3
Um,
feet?
just a second. Go ahead. Um,
Of course she is.
I wouldn't say I am running into him. I am. Um,
What's happening with these guys?
I don't know if they're serious or not. I just don't want to jump out there.
Of course, they're not serious. Any man with those
She been watching this show long enough.
attributes, a lot of times we talk about women, we talk about men cheating, right? We don't talk enough about women not giving a damn about other women and will sleep with your man knowing he has a woman. And they're very aggressive and they really try to get your man. That happens too. We only talk about men stepping out, which does happen. So I'm not taking away from that reality. But there's a lot of women who don't give a crap about other women and they will sleep with your man in a heartbeat. And the man that you describe is the most described man on my show. Over 6 feet. You didn't even say 6 feet, child. You said 6'3". Dark skin. And you didn't say 100, but 80 is close to it. So, but that's, and you want him obviously to be
too old to grow up, dreaming. This dude, every woman on the planet looking for him. She think that dude gonna drop all of that to come and get her and her 3 kids. Cause she in school. Cause she in school and she get ready to do better. That's why he should come and do that. Cause she in school and she get ready to do better.
monogamous, correct? That's the man she wants. And you said you are meeting this man, but you're finding that he's not serious.
That's correct.
So you want to find the one that is serious.
Yes, at some point, but I'm not really rushing things right now because I'm trying to finish school. I'm just saying that at some
Hold on, real quick. Let me pin this. Let me pin this. I'm gonna go off on this. First of all, your ass don't even have a real page. Makeup you 27. You about to get blessed because I'm about to talk to you. Say it. If you don't like it, unfollow. Take your ass. Do something else with your time on a Friday night. Second, this whole thing with lowering standards, it is asinine. It really is. There is no need for me to try to lower anybody's standards. I really don't give a shit what y'all do. I mean, I'm meeting you right now for a couple of moments, but what I would like to do is share with you some things that are just real.
No, see, when you tell them the truth, somehow you lowering their standards. You can't tell them the truth. Okay? You gotta coddle their feelings and keep pushing this stuff that they ain't never gonna get to them. Because they think if they keep screaming it, that's gonna make it happen. You keep screaming that ain't gonna make men make more money so they can get you. You got some dude 3 kids. You're 31 years old. How hard you think some man gonna be trying to impress you? This dude you talking about right here. 6 feet tall. 6'3" or 6'4". All right. He winning. He an elite man. $80,000 a year. That make him elite. And you think he gonna come and spend his $80,000 a year on 4 people he not responsible for? You and your 3 kids. Yeah, you keep dreaming.
Reality. She pretty much describes a basketball player that is that height. Like this is for you, but it's not really for you. So I'm just asking a simple question. How do you know this man? Is this man walking around in your reality? What's the situation when you're dating this man? Is it real? And standards to me is not based on attributes of height, money, and appearance. Standards to me should be based on character. And I think a lot of you guys have not dated the man that you described, because if you did, then you would know who gives a fuck about all that if the character is not intact. Because y'all want this man to also have this good character that's going to love on you.
No, because see, Kendra done dealt with these men. And she know. Look, girl, you got 3 kids. He ain't spending no money on them kids from that dude. He not. This dude you're looking for already know he don't have to settle for nothing like that. All right? Just because you don't call it that, don't mean he don't call it that. See, y'all got this thing in y'all mind where y'all work it out to where if y'all call it something else, that's not what it, no, it's exactly what it is. It's settling, even if it's you.
Be there for you when you really need it. If God forbid something happened to you in life, is he going to stand by you when you paralyzed, or whoever knows how life will happen? So this lowering standards, no, I'm trying to have you guys raise your standards and think about the character of a man more than the outer work.
See, you see what she chasing? She just gonna keep getting spanked. Cause she can get that. She a nice looking lady. Somebody a spanker. All right, yeah. You know what I mean? But what she chasing? Look, that's all she gonna ever be. All right? because this dude she talking about not looking for her.
The outward attributes. And I can talk about this man because I done dated him 10,000 times. So makeup, 27. You got anything else to say, huh? Shit. Now back to you, sweetheart. Let's do the ginger can.
All right. Let me try to stand up. Okay.
Oh, you got the body. You got the body. Well, now I'm understanding. You got the body. You got the face.
It's nice, baby girl. It's nice. You're going to be getting spanked. It got to be a dream. You showing up with 4 people, it better be a dream. That ain't nothing we ain't never seen before, but it's nice. It's nice.
You got the hair. Okay. You definitely fit with that type of guy. Like.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, you definitely going to be able to get spanked, but you're going to be for fun. You better go get you a man who, it ain't no way he going to get a woman like that unless he get you. If you ain't talking about getting him and you talking about getting this superstar, you dreaming.
I mean, you have it. You got it. Now the question is going to be for you. The question is really going to be for you. So you have 3 kids. Wait, have you ever been married? You said he was married, right?
I would
you
like to
get married
yes.
again? Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that dude ain't gonna be making no 80 G's. He more than likely not gonna be making no 80 G's.
See, you're never gonna have a man problem, you know.
And she got 4 people with her. She live in New Jersey. You're gonna need more than that.
Because you're so attractive. You fit the attractive scale pretty well. It's gonna be up for you to decide how you're gonna decipher what man just wants you for your body and your pretty face, or the man that's really gonna treat you the way you want to be treated. That's gonna be only for you to decide. But you always have.
Well, thank you, Kendra. I said thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right.
The way she look ain't the problem. I mean, y'all sit here and talk like pretty girls. They red. They ain't red. All right, bro. It ain't never gonna be a shortage of broke ass, fine ass women. That ain't gonna never run out. Never. All right, it ain't gonna never be no shortage of them.
So why do you think you're single?
Well, I think I'm single because I just don't want to make the same mistakes again and again and again. I feel like when I got married, I was 22. Just had my first child. I was just really young. I just wanted to get married because, he wanted to marry me. And, I grew up in a church household where it was just like, oh, you just have to be married and you have to do everything the right way. But I didn't really know what marriage entailed. And I just learned along the way that I should have took my time. I'm not trying to say anything bad about my ex. Me and him are currently, we're good friends. We're cool. But I just didn't take my time. And now that I'm 31 and now that I'm getting to, grow into myself and what I want to do with my life, I just want to choose wisely this time. That's all.
Okay. Shout out to Lee.
Family, sometimes it gets sad to me. You feel me? Because I know women misled her. Family, women told her she could just step back out here and take this shit to some man ain't gonna have no problem taking this. That's what women told her. They lied to her. She thinks she can just trade him in. See, she ain't know it was going to be hard, basically, is what she said. It got hard, like all marriages do. It takes 2 people to make the sacrifice to make it work. 2 people. It can't be one. All right? And it's always going to be somebody who think that, look, somebody ain't doing enough. That's usually the issue. You feel me? Listen, is it valuable enough to save? I'm telling you like this. You coming back out here with some man, 3 kids, you stepped in hell at 31 years old.
Yeah, Lee, I gotta bring you on. Shout out to our old co-worker in Chicago. All right, so you don't gotta answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been maybe a month ago.
Okay, what's up with that guy?
He's cool again. His mind is, I guess, like not made.
See, she ain't gonna have no trouble getting spanked, but it's gonna be that he just playing with her. Bro, she got 3 kids. He can't do nothing with her. He ain't doing that. And she think it's something else. No, he gonna spank it. You look nice.
Up, but we're still good friends. I just decided just to stop having sex until someone is just like serious about what they want. But for right now, I'm just in school. I have 2 more semesters until I graduate, so I'm just focusing on myself right now. But we're still friends.
The guy you slept with, does he fit your requirements? He does.
Little mama, if you listening, you're gonna have to go get you a man who can't do better than you. This guy you talking about, he not gonna settle for this. You're just gonna keep getting played with. You're just gonna keep ending up in the cool zone. She cool. Cause you look good. All right. But that situation you got is built for your husband. You better take what you got and hope he'll take you back. Because if you're looking for anything long term with a man, you're looking in the wrong place for your man. You gotta go to a man who gonna feel lucky to have you. Not for a man who got 20 of you already. He ducking y'all out. All right? He looking for something else. Something you can't give him.
So you said his mind isn't made up. What does that mean?
That's
He's not
exactly
ready to
what that
commit?
means.
His mind is made up. He's not ready to commit.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna tell you right now, baby girl, most men mind gonna be made up the minute you tell them you got 3 kids. All right? Listen, you divorced, you better find a way to get happy and go back and holler at your husband. Because them kids gonna only be super valuable to you and him. Okay, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And you see we got my girl Kendra up. As always, family, you know I ain't been through much of this. Maybe 15, 30 seconds of it. Look, nice looking young lady. She on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, gentlemen.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Are you ready?
I am.
Jasmine, where are you calling me from?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. How old were you?
I am 42.
42.
Yes,
Do you have any kids?
I do. I have 3. My oldest son is 20. My middle daughter is 12. And I have a 9 going on 10-year-old tomorrow who was so excited to have me on your program. She's standing in the background talking about, so mommy, are you going on there tonight? Because you got to tell her what you want. Okay.
Okay. Mama, she said she's ready for you to find her a stepdaddy.
Apparently.
So are your kids by the same man?
They are not, no.
How many men?
3.
3. Have you ever been married?
I have not. I've been proposed to 3 times, but I have not been married.
Why didn't you get married to all 3 of the men that proposed to you?
One, we were too young. The second one, found out it was just not going to work. The third one, he is a compulsive liar. So,
Were these your children's dads?
yes.
Okay. What do you do for a living, Jasmine?
I am a creator and designer for Greek paraphernalia. So Greek paraphernalia, small businesses as well as schools. So I currently have licensing with my sorority, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, also Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, and Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated.
So Jasmine, Houston, Texas, 42. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Pisces. Let's do it. What kind of man you looking for?
First thoughts, fair use, family, fair use. First thoughts, nice looking lady. Nice looking lady. 42, 3 kids by 3 men. Been proposed to 3 times. Something was wrong with all of them. I think I'm going to pass on this one. But I know I don't speak for all the brothers. She might got some sense. Let's see what she's talking about.
I am looking for tall. My norm is tall, dark, and handsome with white teeth. So I really never had anything outside of that. However, that's what got me here now. So I still want tall, and that's for me 6'4" or taller. I would prefer dark, but any complexion is fine.
Okay, we're having audio issues. I don't know what's happening tonight, y'all. Sounds better. Someone says better. All right. Let's try. Let me see. Don't tell me. So we got Jasmine, Houston, Texas. 42 Pisces, mom to 3 by 3 men. Never married. She creates and designs. What kind of man are you looking for?
Tall, 6'4" or taller. Someone who's honest, of course. So I don't want any liars. I would prefer someone in the Houston area. However, I do travel a lot with my business, and I do travel back and forth to Illinois and Texas quite a bit as well, because I still have a home in Illinois. So I would still prefer somebody local, though.
Someone local, okay. What are your deal breakers?
Definitely a liar, number one. Let's start with that. Number two.
Okay, real quick. I missed it, but all the cousins peeped it. Did you say 6'4" or taller?
I absolutely did. Yes. Yes.
So he has to be 6'4" or taller. All your children's dads were 6'4" or taller.
No, not all of them, but what was it? Well, one was 6'2", one was 6'4", 6'5", and the other one was about 5'11", 5'12". But I prefer.
Okay. How tall are you, Jasmine?
Okay, wait a minute. Don't interrogate me. No, I'm
It ain't no such.
5'5.5".
Okay, 5'5.5", 6'4" and taller. So a man that was 6 feet, he wouldn't have a chance with you.
Not that he wouldn't have a chance. I would definitely. You know what? I would go for 6 feet or taller, preferably 6'4" or taller. But I would definitely talk to somebody 6'4" or taller if he had everything else going for him. Absolutely.
Okay, 6'4" and taller. Okay, keep going.
Of course, somebody honest. I would love somebody who, now you don't have to be a pastor or a preacher, but I would love somebody who actually believes in a higher being and God, or, definitely it has some type of Christian base. I want somebody who enjoys to travel. I don't care if he has kids or not. I would prefer nobody with more than 4 kids. Although my baby will act up, but I am still open to having kids. My family is quite fertile, so I'm still open to at least having one more.
Dreaming. Too old to grow up. Too old to grow up, family. Still dreaming. 42 years old. She think it's men by the droves. 6'4" or taller. Looking for a 42-year-old woman to go on to take cruise on trips all around the world. Dreaming. All right. Listen, if you listen to these ladies talk, you would think they swimming in these kind of men. This the kind of man that never talked to her. She talking to the man that never talked to her. All right, this the man she want that never come and talk to her. That don't. That you got 3 kids by 3 men. Something wrong with all of them. You just a business, but you single. Listen, we know 3 men done tried to believe in you already. They failed. You're 42 years old. You think I will believe in you and invest this in you? Why would I do that? I can't get nothing back. Nothing. I can't get nothing out of that. Listen, what do you have that he would want? Let me know.
For my husband only. I'm not going to have any more kids out of wedlock. What else? Definitely a job. I would prefer 100,000 or more for him to make. And I need somebody who's willing to actually date and get to know me and me get to know him. And if he does have kids, if he's not active in his kids' lives, he's not for me.
Family, see, this the disconnect and the problem. She got 3 kids by 3 men. She 42 years old, and she looking for some man to come along and court her and wait till she feel like giving him some sex. She know they ain't the kind of men she been attracting. She thinks she need to come on here and tell you this nonsense, and she gonna start attracting that kind of man. She ain't. They ain't waiting for that. They not waiting for what you got. And they ain't gonna do a whole lot of impressing. In case you don't know, men by the droves who fit the description that you describing right here ain't lined up to date 42-year-old women with 3 kids. That's why you on the Kendra G show. And instead of showing up here trying to get something that you could really get your teeth in and hold on to and do something with, you up here asking for this hellified ass dude who ain't never gonna stop at you.
So any man, if you are out there, if you are not active in your children's lives, then you are not the man for me. Because if you can't be active in your own kids' lives, and I don't care what the circumstances.
Baby girl, I bet you think it's men by the droves who care if they gonna be the man for you or not. Do you really believe that? Girl, you should have came on here and tried to get yourself a man. Because this shit you doing ain't gonna get you no man, I'm telling you.
It's an excuse. Then you definitely can't be active in my kids' lives. So that's a huge deal breaker for me. You don't have to have full custody of your kids, but you have to be active.
Okay. So, is the goal marriage this time?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So the request is a man, ideally 6'4", if not 6'4", over 6 feet.
Yes.
Make at least 100K.
Bro, they really believe this. She really believes she could step back out here at 42 with 3 kids and start telling men what she demand. She defiant. Her reality setting in. This gonna be permanent. All right, she getting defiant. And her excuse gonna be men can't meet her standards. Okay, listen, she know ain't no man gonna try to meet these standards so they can get her. She already know this. She ain't that silly.
And marriage.
This defiance is what you see.
Marriage is the goal. How come marriage wasn't the goal before you had your other children?
The first one I was young. And it just, I don't want to get married to get divorced. I've seen it too many times. And instead of me setting myself up for that, and obviously, it wasn't.
You ain't want to get married to get divorced, so you waited till now when men don't want to marry you. Now you're cool to get married when men don't want to marry you. Oh man, what a thing.
That marriage was proposed prior to me getting pregnant. It was honestly after I got pregnant. So, And once I got pregnant, not that it was too late, but it was just like, okay, I've seen signs after that I.
Family, you ever notice that's a common occurrence with them? Listen to them. They all wait till don't nobody want to marry them to want to get married. They all wait till ain't nobody serious about them to want to get serious all of a sudden. Too late. Too late. Listen, you could get some of this. You could get some of this. If you could find a way to come back 20 years ago, you could get some of this. You can't find a way to come back 20 years ago, you dreaming. Dreaming. Too old to grow up. Stuck. This what it is. She gotta live in this.
Didn't like, and it's not something that I wanted to live with for the rest of my life. And I needed to be honest with myself. So instead of me just marrying just to say I was married, nah, I'd rather wait and raise my kids and for them to be great beings, which they are, thank God.
No, and I respect that completely. But just in full transparency, you did it 3 times. So I understand, like, I think people will understand, like, the first time, but then 2 more times with 2 different men, you still went down that same route. So what made you change now? The standard would be you would have to be married first.
It's not that the standard was different then. It's just that after I got pregnant, like,
bro, she 42 years old. She lost. She lost. She don't have no clue. All right. Maybe you think it's serious men by the droves looking for a 42-year-old woman to have a baby with. Y'all crazy. Y'all don't have no self-awareness. Self-awareness through the floor. It don't gotta make sense. It just gotta make you feel good. You ain't even making sense.
You see a whole different side of people sometimes, and it's a side that I didn't like. So,
okay,
to each his own.
Totally got it. And then you said 100K. Would you date a man that made less, or that's non-negotiable?
For the lifestyle that we live in, with that's non-negotiable. At least, yeah, that would be a minimum.
Okay.
Do you normally they have money? So it's not only about money. Like they have money, but it's just it's money can't keep you.
Fam, let me tell you something, all right? She ain't been doing nothing. She just been a cutie on duty. All right? Listen, she got old. She old. And she talking to that guy who don't talk to her. Baby girl, you're going to get more of the same men you've been getting. The men that, listen, they ain't spending no whole bunch of money on you. They not about to go through hell and high water to try to impress you. They not going to go try to get none of this stuff you like so they could get you. Them days over. If you can't find a way to come back 20 years ago, because that's the only way you're going to get this. You can get some of this if you can find a way to come back 20 years ago. You can't find a way to come back 20 years ago, baby girl, you better get real.
However, money can definitely help to keep the household together.
I understand. You normally date men that make 100K, I'm assuming.
More than that, absolutely.
So what's going on with these men? Why you can't make it work with them?
Because now it seems like some of them, they just that's not what they come.
Something wrong with all of them. She ain't dating none of them men. Them men ain't paying her no mind. That's why she on the Kendra G show. She talking to him now. She thinks she is. All right. This is close as she gonna come. In her mind.
In with the intention of saying, that's what they want, a long-term relationship, or, that they want to lead to marriage. However, that's really not what it is. Like, I just previously dated or went out with a doctor, and it wasn't the fact that he, he wasn't accepting of me having children and all those things. However, our goals did not align. So that
you guys were dating, or you were in a relationship?
No, we dated. No.
Are you dating?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, got you. All right, 100K is the minimum.
She lying. He spanked her and thanked her. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's why she can't elaborate. Ain't nothing spectacular happened. He spanked her and thanked her. That's even if she didn't just make this up.
dates men that make more. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
I'm thinking the latter.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I just got in from my daughter's basketball game, so hold on one second. Girl, just hold up the camera and step back. Let me see.
Wait a second.
All right, there we go.
Okay, we see the
No.
booty.
Yes,
No, Mom.
it's there.
I hear your daughter. No, mom.
Right.
It's cool, baby girl, but you need to come back to reality. All right, listen, 20 years ago, I'm thinking that thing was something special. Right now, look, it's just like the rest of us. You're going to take what you can get, or you ain't going to have nothing.
Right. Let me show her. She like, absolutely not.
So, Jasmine, Houston, Texas, 42, Pisces, mom to 3. What's the age range you would date?
Ooh. Okay, so my girlfriend is gonna be like, Jasmine, really. However, I say nowadays there are men who are quite mature at between 35 and up. So and they honestly, a lot of them I have found are really looking to settle down, and they're okay, or they actually like older women. Um, Two of my kids' dads are younger. However, they have a younger mind frame.
Notice they your kids' dads. They your kids' dads. They ain't your husband, and you ain't with them no more. You don't self-awareness. Like she don't even know what she just said. She thinks she just said something.
So,
Well,
I
younger.
need,
I mean, they probably have the mind frame they're supposed to have, right? They're younger.
no. They didn't have like a young man's mind frame. They had a boy's mind frame. So,
Okay.
so I need somebody who actually has a man's mind frame now. So I want somebody who's 35, but a mature 35. And honestly, like I'm on dating apps and it's 22, 28-year-olds. And I'm like, oh, no. Anything that's 20, that's a no for me. My son has a 2 in front of his. No, he's 20.
Listen, you 42. You strolling them pages. They chased me off the dating app. I had to delete that stuff from my phone. They won't stop, and they all your age. All of them. And no matter. Listen, y'all. I don't know, but y'all be seeming hard up. So listen, them young dudes, they with that. Because they don't want nothing but that. And that's all you're going to be getting. You ain't going to be getting what you want.
I don't want nobody with a 2'9", 2'8", 2'7", nothing. Too young for me.
Okay, so you're for her. All right, when was your last relationship, Jasmine?
Ooh, my last real relationship was probably about 2 years ago.
2 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I would like to not answer that.
Oh, Jasmine? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, God, I hope the static isn't back. Say it again. Oh, is it me? Oh,
Yeah, no, it just went out for a second.
okay. Okay, let me repeat the question. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I would like not to answer that.
Okay, no worries. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, honey?
Ooh, number one is trust.
Okay.
I definitely need to get better with trust in people. My second one is I am loyal to a fault. So I know it seems like it's a great thing. However, like I'm one of those people, even when you do me wrong, like I'm still loyal to you. So I want to just get out of that funk of continuing to run that cycle of loyalty to the wrong people. Let me say that. My third, what would it be? Oh my gosh, my daughter's in the background saying not being not having an attitude or
This is a 9-year-old daughter?
That was one flaw. That was one. You know what I'm saying? That was one. You got 3 kids, but and you don't have but one flaw, huh?
Absolutely it is. She is smarter beyond her years. So her
Family, I just want to see what he gonna get, what she got for him.
turning double digits tomorrow is really in her head, okay?
Not the 9-year-old daughter. Okay, not having attitude. Okay. Jasmine, so you said the goal is marriage now, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
What qualities make you a wife?
Oh my gosh. My nurturing, of course, I mean, still my loyalty and just my love and my laughter. One of my cousins who told me that.
In the words of the late great Kevin Samuels, you could buy a damn dog for that shit. You ain't gonna get nothing, fellas. She want the world, and she ain't gonna give you nothing but that 42-year-old box that already bore 3 kids by 3 different men, and you gonna get the bill for them 3 kids. That's what you gonna get. All right, that's what she got for a man.